welcome to Elizabeth's Craft Room for another in our Fancy Fold library, and we are going to make something that I am calling the surprise fold card with a gift card holder. It's a bit of a mouthful to say, but quite easy to make. So our main part that we're going to start with is something that has got a kind of a book fold binding here. And then this piece is going to fold back on the front. So as usual, all your measurements are here for this, but we're scoring at 4.5, 5.5, 6.5 and 8.25. And these two central pieces are going to be in the middle of the card as we fold it. We're actually going to glue those together. So that forms like the kind of a book binding theme here. Like so, and then I'm going to fold that back to make sure my folds are still working just fine. So this piece folds backwards, and then we're going to take this, which is the front of the card, and that is going to go over the top. So that this piece here adheres on the front. So let's put that, slide that into place, make sure that is perfectly lined up. Now this could be a fancy fold just on itself, of itself, because when you take it out of the envelope, it's got a fold like so. As we're looking from above, it's got a fold like this. So you could decorate this panel and just leave it like that. But I thought, no, let's add another element in, and that is going to be on the inside. That's this little piece here. Now this is designed to hold a gift card. And also then behind that we can have a greeting panel as well. So this little element here is going to be positioned right down at the bottom of the card. And we want it so that it will fold flat within the cards like so. So let's put the glue on this piece here. Oops. And then right down into that corner with the fold, if I'm showing that in the light well enough, with a fold like so. So you've got that actual folding piece like so. Right, so now let's add some decor panels to this. So on the front, you can have a couple of layers of cardstock and or designer series paper on the front as usual, all measurements included. So I'll put this one on. Sometimes if I put a layer of designer paper on the front, I really want to minimize the basic white so I can see plenty of the paper, but I've given that a little border on there. And then on the inside of the card, your layer for your optional gift card holder. Let's grab something that could be a gift card. Is going to go here. So all I've done is I've put some tear and tape just around that. All the measurements for the panels are on there, and you can decorate this. And then you can either put tear and tape, or you could put the adhesive strips if you prefer to have a little more room, or if you're putting some folding money in there, if you're putting some cash in there. Let's just lift these off. But if I position this down at the bottom of my card and of my little pop-out piece and fairly centrally, then my card will go in there and it's not kind of poking out at the top of the card with those measurements. So that's how that piece goes. And then on the inside, I've put a greetings panel. I haven't covered the whole area. You could do so if you wish, but I quite liked the look of just a vertical panel in there. So entirely up to you. If you want to change that out, you could, but I quite like the look of that then just popping up behind. And I've got that I've got that fairly centrally between this fold and this edge, so that's where I'm kind of positioning it. And then as you see, you close this up, it all folds together like so. So there we go, that is it. That is our surprise panel card with optional gift card holder. So it can sit, you know, sit like so, it can sit with it open like so, but yeah, a little bit of a fancy fold there for you. So let's have a look at the one that I made as a finished project. Well, don't these polar bears look the sweetest? The Berry Christmas paper so works here. So I've layered Misty Moonlight and the Balmy Blue there, and then cut out this piece straight out of the designer series paper. I chose the Hoping Your Home is Filled with the Spirit of the Season stamp. And that comes from, she says, looking around. Oh, that comes out from Merriest Trees there. But any greeting would work. To be honest, I hardly wanted to put anything over the top of the paper because it was so pretty. And indeed, when we get inside, we've got a little mother polar bear or parent polar bear with a small polar bear and a gift. So perfect for slotting your gift card in. And then I did the Happy Christmas, and for that came from the Christmas classics. So I used Happy and Christmas there and did that in Misty Moonlight. But, you know, very little stamping required, just making the most of that lovely designer series paper. And when you're teaching a fancy fold, for those of you who are teaching this class, sometimes it's better to focus on the fold and, you know, let the design of the actual finished project take care of itself. And in this case, very much so with those papers. So yeah, super sweet. So I hope you like that one. Just lay it like that, because doesn't that, so when you're displaying it, you're definitely going to want to display it with both those pieces showing. So I hope you like that, and thank you for visiting Elizabeth's Craft Room today.